Hello everyone. My name is Raju Kuswaha and I'm gonna talk about feature engineering in ML. So in feature engineering there are four types of things we'll do: feature transformations, feature constructions, feature selections, and feature extractions. So in feature transformations we'll identify missing values and we will handle how to handle missing values we learn there, and then handling categorical features um, like dog animals like category like dogs. What kind of animals is there? I will show you. Uh, cat sorry categorical. What is that? Categorical features, right? Features, right? Okay, so in categorical features it will show you some how to handle categorical features. So see that. Yeah, this one. Here you can see in this, where is that? Like sunny, cloudy, these things are there. So I will show you where is that picture. Hmm, maybe this one. No, I'm going to show you here only. So there are generations like generation 2, generation 6, generation 4, generation 3, generation 1, generation 5. Okay. There are common generations in that, like name and generations are there. So instead of selecting like in scikit-learn, we will work on numerical data. Will not work on categorical data. So when we are working on numerical data, we have to pass numerics, not the categorical data like generation 2, generation 6. We are not going to pass this. So instead of categorical data, we will transfer into numerical data like this, like generation 1, generation 2, generation 3. If I want to select generation 3, so I'm going to say like 001, 000. Whatever I'm going to select, we are going to put as 1 and remaining one put as 0. So see here, this guy is selecting in the second row 6, right? 6, right? So 00000 and 1. We are gonna pass as 0000001 as generation 6. So this is categorical data. After that, outlier detections. So in data sets, much of the I will show you outlier detection. Outlier means in the I will show you like identify the data points there. Here in this I'm gonna show you. See, these are the common values here. Okay, these are the common data points. But these whatever the see, this is going too much of this. These are the outliers of the data sets. Like I will give you an example. Like in see, age is there. Like age is there, and salary is there. So age is like 18 and age is like 70. So and salary is like 5 lakh and this is 10 lakh. Thing is that we are focusing on 18 like 5 lakh and 70 10 lakh. Here outlier is 70 lakh or 70 lakhs and 10 lakhs because here 18 lakh if one guy age is 18, so the salary is 5 lakh. 17 is weird, like 10 lakh they are getting. In 70s, nobody wanna work. This is the basic concept. Nobody gonna work and get salary because the age factor. So this is the outlier. It will detect as outlier, like if you will plot the plot the, like, we'll keep is, and we will keep x as is and y as salary. So one data points will come here. See, like we have 100 rows of data sets. So we will, so these are the data points here. These are the data points is belonging here. But one data points will come here. One data points will come here. So these data points are outliers. These data points are outliers. Okay. Okay. I hope you got it. I'm going to talk about feature scaling. So in this video, I'm going to talk about feature scaling, like how we are performing feature scalings and how to, what kind of various um, scaling methods are there. So I'm going to talk about in feature scaling. In feature scaling, two things are there. One is standardizations and one is normalization. So in this video, we'll talk about standardizations. One is normalizations. Okay. So in standardizations, we will, it will say for in standardizations, we'll call it 0 Z, like Z score normalizations also, like Z score normalizations, we'll call it act like this. So I'm gonna talk about, so this is the code, we will go through it. You know, pandas. I'm just importing some libraries from Python, like pandas, NumPy, Seaborn, Matplot libraries, and I have one data sets I downloaded from Kaggle. You can go and you can search here, like social network ads, and download and import it. You can do from in many ways. So there I imported. Here, I think five columns are there. I want only three columns, like age, estimated salary, and purchased. So this is the parameters you will use when you are working with CSV file, and I'm importing it. I'm just using age and estimated salary and purchased. After that, I wanna see my how it's look like my data sets. So this is the, you can use sampling also. Sample, like it will choose the random five samples from the data sets. Like if you have thousands columns, thousand rows of the data sets, and you want to see randomly like five rows from the data sets, you can see here this kind of data sets are there, like age, estimated, and purchase salaries. So for performing standard scaling, so I'm importing from pre-processing from Scalon. You may know Scalon like Scikit-Learn. That is the library in Python we'll use for modeling, like training the model, splitting the model, like everything. We are selecting the model, everything we'll do here. After that, um, in one variable, I'm just initializing standard scaling, and after that, I'm importing. Before that, I wanna do train test splitting. Like I have how much I will show you. I wanna see the shape of the data sets. Df.shape. You can see here. Sorry. Shape. Is that df not shape? Yeah, this is 400 rows and three columns. 400 rows are there and three columns are there. So in this 400 rows, I want to give 300 row for 300 row for test train and 100 row for column. Sorry, 100 row for test. So here what I'm performing. I'm just splitting the data sets into train test and uh, train and test. So here, this code, this is the main part. 0.3 means 30% I'm splitting into test and 70% I'm splitting into train. So this is the main concept of this. After that, performing fitting, like on the train test, sorry, on the training data. After that, this is the scaling. You have to perform scaling on any data sets. You have to perform scaling. Like I'm performing on a train and test scaling. So after that, you can see. After that, I will show you. This is my train scaled data sets. See, this is the in the form of row. Sorry, in the form of NumPy array. This is the form of NumPy array where it went. So I wanna train scale to sorry pd dot. Okay, I'm gonna tab this. I'm gonna use this. Actually, this is in the form of array. I wanna see it in the form of data frame. So I'm gonna run it. I will show you this one. Extreme scale. So okay, and you can see now it is in the form of data frame. So you can see the scaling. Scaling means will give value from -1 to 1. See this one. -1 to 1 will basically -1 to +1. So this is the scaling value. I'm gonna plot it. So definitely I will use plt dot scatter. I'm gonna do that. Okay. I'm gonna performing on. See, this one is the for that for scale. I wanna perform on. Sorry, I wanna perform on this one also without scaling. You can see this is the. You can see this one. I will show you. This is the scale value. Okay, this is the scaling. Like mean. See this one. This is the mean. Mean value is coming between this one and here you can see if you will calculate mean of this value, I will show you, I will describe it like X train scale or X train dataset dot describe. You can see in the X train mean is like 37. Okay, so you can see here 37 means among here and for the Y train, what is the mean value? Leave it. So this is the main concept of doing mean to keep mean as 0. That is the main concept of this. And after that, you can plot many diagrams and many things. So this is the standardizations. We will work on normalizations also next video. So thank you for watching this.